Hey, welcome to Pursue Your Still. I'm just going to go over a quick video here of how to make your own water filtration for your RV. It's going to be a simple little step-by-step. I am by no means a professional. I'm not a water expert, but I just want to show you some things that I thought might be important to do and how you can save a little bit of money on making a water filtration yourself with just some products you can buy from Lowe's and Amazon. And let's get started. Starting from the beginning, when you come to your water spigot and you turn it on, you want to have a good splitter. And this has no, I'm going to bring it to the camera for you. Nice and opening, there's no valves. You can see right through it. Easy peasy. So you want to have a good pressure regulator. This one is filled with mineral oil. That kind of helps keep everything lubricated and keeps it from rusting and reading accurately. So this is a great one to get. I found this on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. Then I've got four fittings. So I've got my inlet, which hooks up to a garden hose. This 3/4 thread will go into the first filter. Between the filters, I've just got these little brass 3/4 inch threaded nipples. I got two of those because I got 3 filters, 2. Then on the other end, I've got to get one more nipple. I've got the female thread. Then I have the FGP garden hose connection for the other end to connect the hose from this to my RV. And I'm going to show you some different things I'm going to try and do. I'm thinking about, instead of using a garden hose after my filtration, I'm going to try and make a little fitting out of PEX, and I'll show you that later. Here's a sediment filter. Got this from Lowe's. I got 3 of these. One will be for my pre-filter, does about 20 microns. Then I've got my middle filter, does about 5 microns, gets a little bit more of the finer stuff out of there. And then I got a good carbon filter, just because you want to get that taste and chemical out of your water. If you're using this for drinking in your RV and don't want to have a big filtration on your counter, this would be great for you. Of course, you always want to have a good hose. This is the first time us doing this, so I've got a 75 foot here. I'll probably change this to a shorter one, but I'll show you some of that as we go along and what we find out what works best for us. And then I got a short hose, just a little 25 footer, 0G. I like the brand. It's easy to store. This is I think it's a 5/8 hose. Not quite sure. I think it's a 5/8 hose. I will get that info for you. Half-inch hose. So try to keep the restriction down as much as possible. So let's get started. I'm going to unbox my filter, and I'll probably fast forward this section for you just so you don't have to watch me undo all these boxes. But first one, I'll show you what it comes with. Comes with a little instruction sheet. Okay. Little coupon on some filtration, filter wrench. I like to have. Then of course you got your canister filter with a pressure relief valve, which is nice. You want to hit that so you can unscrew your filter and change your filter cartridge. Sometimes if you have pressure on the system, you want to hit that to release that. So we'll get all these undone. Move on to the next one. So, for the first one, you want to use like a white Teflon tape. There's yellow, that's for gas. Check your local codes, that might not be suitable for them. They might require a Teflon paste. You always want to rotate your part clockwise and your tape counterclockwise to get it on there, so that way when you screw it in, it doesn't unravel. So we're putting this on. Just break off that little extra there. And I'm going to thread it into my filter canister here. Screw it in. Take some channel lock. Tighten that up. Make sure it's good and tight. Don't want any leaks. We'll test that a little bit later on. Then we just want to keep going on. Keep going with these. Again, you want to go clockwise with your fitting, counterclockwise with your tape. Go around a few times. Try not to drop it. Wrap this up. Break that off. It gets a little twisted, that's okay. You can just snap that off and just start on with a nice flat piece. And get your second one on there. I did not get the fitting with a place to put your pliers on. I figured I wanted to make this as compact as possible. I'll put this in here, get this started, and then I want to get this end started in my next filter. Juggle it. Get this started in my next filter. Easier said than done. And you just kind of spin them around, and you kind of use these as on their own force to kind of tighten them up. You want to be straight to each other. And you see eventually I'll go and there's a little holes here for you can bolt like a plate or something across these, kind of make a little handle. We'll probably do that. So there's two in line, and then we'll work on the third. Again, same process. So we'll fast forward through this and you'll see it when it's all complete. Again, only go around 2 or 3 times. You don't want too much because then it won't thread in there right. But you want enough for it to seal. Alright, same thing. Well, I guess I could have lined up all my buttons, but that's okay. Oh, nope, we gotta change that. We messed up. You'll see I had to undo that, and you'll see why. There's your in and an out on every one. So make sure they're all facing the same way. Oops. This one's in there pretty tight, so we're just gonna put some new tape on here. Again, we don't want to have any leaks. If you mess up, it's okay. Just undo it and do it again. Learn what you did wrong, as I did. We did together. So again, the outlet will go to the inlet of the next one. So we're going to screw those in nice and tight. And then same thing here. Outlet is going to go to the inlet. All right, so you have your filter here. We'll go in first. This one will go in the middle, then carbon filter at the very end. So let's do that. Into bottom they have a little nipple that sticks up that this fits over. It kind of helps hold it in place. Same thing on the inside of the filter head. And we'll do our second one. Pop that there. It's easy to hold this vertically, that way it lines up when you thread it on, and it'll compress as you tighten that. Keep dropping that. And then here's the last one, the carbon filter. This will eliminate all the chemicals and taste that you have, makes your water taste kind of yucky. Same thing, line it up. You definitely need to make a handle for this thing. Stay tuned. And there you have it. There's your water filtration. Your pre-filter, your 5 micron, and then your 5 micron carbon filter. And then this just threads right into your fitting there. So just like that. And then you have another hose coming out this end. Got to get a fitting for putting on here. Stay tuned. I'll show you the way I hook this up to my RV. And that's inexpensive. These were about $24 a piece. Then the filters vary in price. I think these were $11. The bigger filter. These were about $12, $14 for a 2-pack, and it was like $18 for the carbon filter. So you got about $75 in fittings and containers, and roughly, let's just say 50 bucks in filters. So $200, you've got water filtration that probably competes with some of those big brands that are a little pricey. So we're just starting out, so I'm trying to find a way to do things inexpensive. Not that I probably won't do that because they do have a fancy little carrying case, but this is just something that I think will work for us because we have filtered water in our home. And we just want to have good filtered water when we're out and about at RV parks, because you never know what the water is like, what the quality is. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We're going to show you how I hook this up to the RV next. Have a great day.